So first off, we have like marbles. Somebody's lost their marbles, or something about marble flooring. Court case about like builder finance. Somebody's messing up with like this is property crimes. This is real estate crimes, and somebody's like lost it. Like, you know, they've gone too far. They've gone too far. Somebody's losing their marbles in a court, and that is possibly like, you know, there's something about a wood beam as well. Getting a couple of things, like, you know, there might be like some sort of spying equipment or surveillance equipment in wood beams, and that is that is how somebody's watching someone, or it's like, you know, maybe, you know, somebody's sitting and they get information from there. They can hear something, I don't know, some inside a courtroom. There's a wood beam. There might be like speakers or microphones or whatever, cameras or something of that sort. But there's something about someone literally losing their marbles in court, and that is that is leading the judge or the authorities to question their sanity, basically. Offering on my radar, not going to take those, but let's see, let's start shuffling. Spy, look at that. Spy. There's somebody wood beam, like they've put something in wood beams and they're spying. So that might be the court case that's going on. Like, you know, the new buildings that they've built are some building, there is some construction, there is some sort of builder finance, there's something about someone putting up spy cameras and wood beams. It's not like surveillance cameras, okay? On my radar, that's surveillance, like, you know, trying to see who's coming in and going out of your place. That's like a hidden camera, and the person like it's in like a public place. That's a different thing. But, like, you know, there is somebody who puts it inside people's home, and then they target certain people to omnious. I was getting something about this as well. So there might be something in a wood beam, like, you know, wedged inside a wood beam, okay? And they might be putting in some sort of omnious, like, sounds wedged inside. Look at that, something wedged inside a wood beam. Spring, something happened in spring, something about kin safe. Imagination fuels, family woman. Somebody's understanding that you're a family woman, or like the women in your family are very family oriented, authentically freed. There's somebody who's spying on a family woman, as well as somebody's on the radar of the family woman. There's something about interdimensional here. Also, devil's breath. Yeah, that is so weird. Devil's breath. Somebody's meddling around with. What does devil's breath do? My phone is very far away. Great escape. Okay, somebody might be feeling like, you know, They need to escape hellfire, like, Charon, hellfire. I need my phone. Maybe I'll put it in the description box. Invisible plane. Yeah, something about invisible. Grooming. Okay, so grave robbers. That's showed up again. It did in the last reading as well. Let me see some more cards. Omniglot. So somebody does have a lot of knowledge about other things, or they aspire to learn about a lot of things. Somebody's oblivious. May the force be with you. Mad worry. There is too many. Somebody tried to put in too much information, got bombarded with something. There is a grooming agency, grooming for basically something about a wedding, dude. Like, this coming up with that. Like, something about praying, wedding. Wedding keeps coming up. It literally keeps coming up all the time. Grave robbers. I'm going to take grave robbers. Great beyond. Why? I don't know why I put it there. Carcass. Somebody's, again, like, carcass shows up again. Invisible plane. Genetics. Somebody's genetics are going to prove to be helpful. There's a hoax. Somebody's trying to make something look like it's in a certain way, but it's like a smoke screen. It's for something else, like, is happening in the background. So invisible plane, something's happening in the background, and somebody's creating like a distraction somewhere, like, the heat that's going on. It's purposely done, like, the building. You might be seeing there's a lot of construction going on there, and it's just becoming hotter and hotter, and there's a somebody's there's a stay order. Somebody's not being allowed to build, or is not supposed to build, but like they're still continuing to do that, and that's why they're going to be sent to court or something of that sort. Because and they are basically they're being first it was just maybe their construction methods were questionable, right? And something about that sort, or they did not have the required, they were not fulfilling the requirement or eligibility requirements to conduct constructions. It was not allowed by the government or something of that sort. It started with a plain thing like that, and then it's like, somebody lost their marbles in a court. Because something about a carcass at the building site. I mean, it was just found there. Like maybe a carcass was found somewhere, and the energy just became really ominous, and somebody just like started I heard like losing their marbles, like, they started spilling, they started mumbling something, and it was like they probably understood that it was, it was code language. That's what so invisible plane, like, code language. It's like they were talking to an entity, like, is invisible. They started having a conversation with somebody who's invisible. Your family is protecting you. Your family is really protecting you. Okay, so somebody does not want to feel safe around family, and that's literally not going to do anything. But because family is protected, even if they've done something wrong, they're still protecting you. Okay, so they got threatened with the fact that your family is being protected, and you know they're talking to some invisible friend, like imaginary friend type of a thing, imaginary entity. They start talking, mumbling in the court. And there's something about a wood beam, okay? Something's wedged in the wood beam in the court. Like, you know, courthouses are generally old structures which have wood and things like that. So, yeah, top side, yeah. It's something about the angle as well. Somebody who's in court. Basically, these people went to court. This person, question and concern, went to court to get rid of the state order, and then, you know, suddenly, like, some ominous activities started happening. There was some sound. There was a carcass that was found there. Why did it feature in the conversation? God knows. But the state order might have come through because of a carcass being found out over there, and the carcass wasn't removed in time, and that's why, like, you know, there was a state order put on these builders, these people claiming to be contractors and builders and things like that, and they just basically couldn't remove the carcass from the premises. Was also one of the clues that they were probably ineligible to handle this. But in the background, what was happening was very ominous. Some ominous activity is that the carcass was there for a reason, and then they suddenly felt threatened. Like, you know, they felt threatened. They felt like, you know, insecure. They felt threatened. I don't know why. Like, you know, to them, this carcass is not a carcass, and it's not ominous activity. They feel that this ritual, whatever ritual that they were performing, groundbreaking ritual, to them it looks normal, and they should be allowed to do it. But that's questioning their basic like mental health. So, and when this person started mumbling something as soon as they got threatened because of this carcass issue, it's like it was in the air. Like, you know, the environment suddenly became very ominous, very dark, very sinister. Something from like the other side like crossed over, and this person started talking that person to that entity, okay, whatever that entity is. Since it's a wood beam, this could be like particular kind of wood with particular maybe this was wood used from burning, like carcasses, like, you know, from a graveyard. I don't know, maybe, I don't know, something like about something being wedged in the wood beam. Maybe there is some sort of like a hex bag. Okay, something, it's a hex bag. It's a hex bag, as well as, you know, there is some sort of like camera speaker in it. It's a hex bag. And as well, like, you know, hex bag plus, like, you know, spying equipment because wood beam and spy, like, it literally came in, like the court was looking for some sort of activity, some sort. They were watching them as well. The hex bag wasn't allowing the court, like, you know, it was messing around with the camera, or, like, you know, the surveillance cameras on stop signals and stuff like that, traffic signals, stop signs, if anybody's breaking the stop sign. So, you know, those are cameras over there. That's the sort of government approved surveillance thing that I'm talking about. So the court people were watching these people, and there's something in the wood beams that they're spying through. Like, this could be just trees, like, they have these bad people, let's say. They are watching. So trees, that's how they, somewhere, a place with trees, sort of wood. They're threatened, they're definitely threatened. They've threatened someone. There's a threat totem. So if you're resonating with the threat portion of it, it doesn't mean that you are one of these people, but like, these people could be a threat and you don't know about it. Okay, so if you're feeling a bit off, power of the phoenix, something about ashes. Yeah, there is, these people are dabbling in like a lot of low vibing activities with like spying, and this is spiritually using occult as well as technology, both of them. Like, this is a mashup, like it's interdimensional, like, there is something in between, or like, a mixture of it, and devil's breath and stuff. So they're mixing something in people's food so that it will make them more promiscuous, open to suggestion, more promiscuous. Devil's breath. Either kill them for stealing or claiming their possessions, or submitting it to the interdimensional entity, like, getting surveillance out of this, like, how this person died, or something about a carcass, rotting corpse, basically. Oh my god. So it's like these people are into stuff like, mixing something in people's food, devil's breath, turning family women into towards prostitution, like grooming, right? If they can't do the grooming, they'll be like a pimp, or pimp madam, right? So something's wedged in the wood beam. So this is what they're trying to do. So they are praying to this somebody in to an entity in the invisible plane, as well as, this is matrix stuff, like interdimensional, something very illusion. There's a delusion. Basically, they're trying to get footage using spy camera equipment inside people's homes. So it's either they make them so desperate enough to turn them towards prostitution and grooming, or like, they add something to the food where, like, a good family woman, like the corpse rotting, somebody is getting this type of footage. Okay, rotting corpse footage, power of the phoenix. They want to, like, literally sacrifice family women, family oriented women. Doesn't have to be a married woman, okay, but women with a good family, and that sort of thing. Something's on the top side, power of the phoenix, and then they kind of take those ashes, and that becomes like, they use it to pay off, like payment payable. They use it to pay off. A polymath will do as well. Psychopomp. This is astral travel. There's so much. Oh my god. Psyop, psychological operation. So basically, the ashes contain your DNA and stuff like that. So they submit it to the psychopomps as they are astral traveling. They're in astral bodies, and then they're trying to access the homes of polymaths as well. And the psychopomps are basically accepting. They think that they will accept payment or they could communicate with the psychopomp. Psychopomp are these inorganic beings, like invisible plane beings, that try and stop you. Unless and until you're dead, you can't astral travel, basically. But that's a theory, all right? But like the psychopomps are like a stop function to not allow living beings to be in the astral plane for a very long time, okay? But somebody is able to communicate to psychopomps and extend their stay in the astral plane, okay, even in the waking hours. It's either you got to be dead or in a death-like state. So it could be even like the dark night of the soul, or if you're not going through the dark night of the soul, it could be while you are sleeping, like REM states. It could be around twilight. But you know, all of these REM states of sleep, dark night of the soul, they all have a stop function. You don't live in a perpetual dark night of the soul. So somebody basically said that if you let me stay for a little longer, like, you know, I literally slapped my forehead because it's insane. All right, it's literally insane. Somebody promised a psychopomp payment in terms of a family woman's rotting carcass, or a polymath getting drugged, either drugging the family woman and turning her into a prostitute, where then she eventually goes insane and she kills herself, or adding a devil's breath to her food and stuff like that, and then she dies. Either family woman or polymath or both. So family woman, again, doesn't have to be somebody who's married with children. She's a family woman. Okay, so somebody was basically spying on people to see if they're family women and polymaths, and then they thought that, oh great, so their soul or their ashes in the physical plane, so they thought they could make hex bags out of their ashes, fluids, bodily fluids. The reason why they wanted to get these family women into grooming, polymath family women into grooming, was so that they could offer bodily fluids, actual bodily fluids of the sexual kind, if you know what I mean, as payment, as payable payment. All right. Something about the wedding as well. Something about a wedding. Maybe they were specifically looking for single family women. Okay, some people who are not married, and that's why somebody is literally somebody literally wants somebody's somebody is literally being guided to sort of tie the knot. I know it's 26 minutes. We're going to go on to to tarot after this, and then psyops. Okay, lines top side. What did I say? Lines. Disgusting, absolutely disgusting. Kinship, child, favor, chemical compound, healthcare, Hades, good listener, crown shyness. Somebody is an introvert, doesn't want to be connected, doesn't want to be part of, like, you know, any sort of groups. Somebody's going solo, finally, you know, having grounded themselves in that scenario and feeling very, very comfortable in it. Okay, let's see what we have when it comes to these cards. Somebody is literally being advised to get married, or it was a psychological operation to by good people to encourage others to get married, so that, you know, they would not be used as grooming. But then it turned out to be that was also another way to, if a wedded person, family woman, was sacrificed, then their grave would be robbed. It opened a portal to the great beyond. Guys, this is ridiculous. It's all theory, okay? This is a lot of people's mindset. This is what is going through their mind. Like, you know, if somebody wants a recipe for a cake, their mindset would be different. But this is a recipe to somebody who wants to sacrifice family women to psychopomps, so that they can astral travel for a longer time and manipulate people's subconscious, like, you know, inset crap in them, like, you know, mess around, access people's akashic records, dream walk, scry on them through mirrors and reflecting surfaces in their homes, etc. And then and, you know, so there are a big group of people who are actually dedicating their all, like, you know, they're plotting and planning inside their mind, you know. And then the second half of it is, like, you know, people who women who are married. So there could be like a bunch of people and offering themselves up as sacrifice as well. Okay. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Eleanor Roosevelt. Okay. What is the sticker on this? Look at this. Look, it's literally like some sort of demonic ritual. Dreams. We have this. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. There's something in a smoothie or a cold coffee cup that looks like this. I really feel like having coffee now. I really do. I want to have coffee. I might step out for a coffee. Somebody is using animal spirits. To do love spells. They're using cats to do love spells. But like love spell, and then once somebody feels that they are in love with them, they will actually, it's like pump and dump, okay? To love someone is nothing to be loved by someone. To love someone is nothing. To be loved by someone is something. To love someone who loves you is everything. Bill Russell. Some love spell kind of stuff. Again, I'm not saying that these things work. I'm not saying, these are all theories. You know, all of these things are occult ritual theories, which are not mainstream. Occult is just knowledge. practices and theories which are not mainstream. Okay, there's a reason why, because again, going back to the first portion of it, so it if you indulge too much in this and put occult stuff in day-to-day things, like, you know, builder finance and stuff like that, in family women's homes, polymaths and things like that, you know, all of these things, if you're mixing it, right, if you're making it interdimensional, then it's going to affect your, like, psyche, definitely. And somebody is literally, like, you know, not somebody, there's a lot of somebodies, there are a lot of people involved in this. You can't buy love, but you can pay heavily for it. Henry Youngman, very wise person. This looks like Saturn but different. Alien stuff. You're weird, but I like it. So whoever's watching this, there is somebody who's eyeing you, all right. You may or may not resonate with the family, a woman, polymath thing, but somebody thinks that you can't, there's something weird about you. There's an alien here behind. Okay, and let me tell you something about this. Like, you know, I didn't do the combinations on purpose. It's like, I wrote the quotes down first, all right? I wrote the quotes down first, and then I made a pile of it, and I didn't know what was written like that, okay? And I started just sticking stickers on it. So that becomes like a combination. Look at this alien. You're weird, but I like it. So there is, this is alien technology. We have interdimensional here as well, right? So this is alien technology. It's just, it's let's say it's advanced technology, space travel, time travel. There's knowledge coming, like alien knowledge coming towards us. I know this feeling will last forever. So somebody likes it that you're weird. They you know, you are one of the people that they're like spying on, all right? And it's saying that they're ready to pay heavily for it, to get all of these love spells done and stuff, and then dump you and then make you want to chase someone or somebody else, like that kind of plot. I know this feeling will last forever. They want to play these kind of mind games with you, basically sacrifice your entire life to eventually make you desperate enough to get into solicitation, or if you don't go down that road, then, you know, try and somehow poison you. And literally there's a motive. It's like about the psychopomp. They want to again continue like astral travel, occult rituals. They're going to use that, either the ashes for paying the psychopomps, or, you know, they're going, or to open a portal to the great beyond. In her eyes I see my heart, in her breath I hear my soul. She is my land, she is my kin, my love, pierce brown, red rising. Turtle. I know this feeling will last forever. This is like a very ancient soulmate kind of an energy coming in. No one can understand the depth of a twin flame connection unless they themselves are experiencing it. It's not logical and it doesn't make any sense. You have to experience it firsthand to understand. This looks like Saturn's rings are frozen. So we had twin flame energy coming out. What was here on the back of this? Turtle, yes. I know this feeling, it will last forever. And then there is this thing about this interdimensional creature. So this could be like a matrix creature, okay, from the invisible plane, or this could actually be aliens from a higher dimension. This could be like Chitauri type of creatures who do not have like any planet. They're just like this space alien army, just like going around, and they're recruiting people to basically, oh my God, this is. They're recruiting people to join them in the space army. I know this feeling will last forever. In her eyes, I see my heart. In her breath, I hear my soul. She is my land. She is my kin, my love. Again, this is something about women, okay? I think there is a cow here. No, look at that person being alien abduction. This is Rick and Morty, actually. Rick is getting abducted and Morty is in the spaceship all by himself, okay, operating. So he's picking up Morty from somewhere, possibly rescuing him from one place to the other. So basically the Chitauri type alien, again, this could just be in people's head, psychological operation. A single dream is more powerful than 1,000 realities. So I really do think that keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. Theodore Roosevelt. Yeah, so basically this is dream, and this is like space, science and technology. Somebody messed around with occult rituals, okay? Messed around with occult rituals, including twin flame and ancient soulmate, sort of using the energy of ancient soulmate connections. It is again going on to, like, you know, it's the soul contract, soul bound. There's definitely an ancient soulmate tie. Ancient soulmate tie. So somebody in the soul family, like, you know, they are absolutely in love with it. This is not somebody in your actual physical family, okay? It's a soul family, and that is coming out as a karmic connection. Okay, that's coming out as a karmic connection, but in the spirit, the karmic connection is very, 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 very beautiful. It's very beautiful. It's definitely harmless. It's supposed to be very, very helpful. Okay, very helpful. It is a soulmate connection, ancient soulmate connection in all of the sense of the word, in all of the meaning of this, the word soulmate. I wanted to use the vice versa tarot. Okay, and then the twin flame energy is showing up as well. So again, like this is literally like a follow. Like this energy is going to keep going around and around till people in these situations, the reason why you might have seen a lot of triangulation within your twin flame connection, divine counterpart connection, the reason why you might have seen that is because there is literally a triangle between three people in the physical. There is a karmic soulmate, and then there is you two divine counterparts in the physical, and it can get very confusing for people to understand. And when the background of what's happening around and how the rest of the souls the non-soulmate karmic souls, who are truly the opposing parties, are using, like, you know, your soul connections, your soul contracts, they access your Akashic records, right? And they spy on you, obviously. So they stalk you, they spy on you. So they actually have physical world information about you as well. They're predicting, yeah, okay, artificial intelligence into the invisible plane. Okay, so in a lot of people's head, this artificial intelligence entity, like matrix entity, is very real. Okay, they might be hallucinating. Okay, hallucinogens. So if they have access to devil's breath, so they're using substances to be able to bring things, like to be able to hallucinate about artificial intelligence entities, which means basically they understand they've been spying on whatever you've gone through on the internet, all right, on the internet when it comes to digital stuff, and they have used AI to build a picture of what using predictive programming or whatever, and then they talked to the AI's perspective version of you in their mind, which is much more real, or you or somebody, or just like some other random, like, you know, predominant AI entity. Yeah, that face was because, why the hell do I know this? How the hell do I know this? I just do. You know, organic intelligence can put 2 and 2 together as well. But, like, you know, we can put a stop function. It's like, I don't want to figure this out, and then stop. That is why this energy is coming up, okay? So whatever's happening in the backdrop, these three, it's to do with the trios that exist. This karmic soulmate is supposed to be, this ancient connection supposed to be welcomed by the twin flames, but right now the rest of the world is trying to make sure that all three are kept at a distance from each other by using the karmic soulmate, manipulating the karmic soulmate to perpetuate some sort of triangulation psyops. It's sick. I know, it's sick. So it's basically like, it's about time. Manifesting the magician. It's about time. I think for the next Mercury retrograde, I feel the first the karmic soulmate communication contact is coming up. It doesn't have to be Mercury retrograde, but Mercury is the magician is a Mercury card. The planet attached to the magician card is Mercury, and it's obviously named magician, so if you can manifest something in the physical world. So if it's something about manifesting a communication, and I do strongly believe it's between you and the karmic soulmate. So instead of fighting it, instead of resisting it, and instead of like allowing all of these people to perpetuate, you know, this, not they're living in their own world. All of these things might be true, or we might write them off as unprovable theories, or this is we are probably closing in on some sort of revelation about whatever these people are doing. But it's your soul's journey. It's in your hands. It's in your hands to manifest whatever that you need to manifest in your soul's journey for you. Okay, new beginning. you're being given the ability to manifest in the sense, here, the invisible plane. You're being told in the invisible plane, in the Akashic records, that this is up next. You know, this reading is a confirmation. It's up next. Manifest in the sense, pull it out, that instruction from the divine realm, Akashic records, whatever you know, okay, from your own subconscious, from your own need, from your own understanding, inner knowing, your own gut feeling, your instinct, your own faith, you know, your understanding. You are being drawn towards talking to this person, so you've got to intend to let it happen in the material world. Let it materialize. Let the conversation materialize. Okay, you've had your back turned to them for a very long time. The conversation needs to happen. Okay, look at that. The conversation needs to happen. It's a new start, and trust me, it's going to be very different. Look at that. You have your back turned to them again. This is 3. What is number 3? This is the Empress. The Empress is very young. Oh, finally a deck where, you know, the Empress is not all about, like, you know, pregnancy. So like, it's going to be very, very healing. It's going to be there's a creative force that's coming through. Okay, there's a creative force that's coming through with this conversation. The Empress is Libra Taurus. The King of Pentacles is Capricorn. I do see it very much as Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, you could have these signs on your chart as well. This could also be your karmic soulmate and or your twin flame. But first things first, like the ancient soulmate, you've been talking to you've been interacting with this person lifetime after lifetime, and actually doing some work, actual work, talking, communicating across dimension, interdimensional communication, okay, with this person lifetime after lifetime, to do something in the physical, to bring about some sort of achievement. Achievement, and you know, this is actual a specific achievement. Every time this person, or every time there's a new chapter that has to begin, like, you know, whether it be the planet Earth, growth in civilization, any sort of decisions that need to be made, that will eventually be about a new start and a new beginning, a new life. Okay, every time you and your karmic soulmate, ancient soulmate, sort of manifested this communication, okay, you might be like a starseed that's never incarnated in the physical plane before this, right? So, but basically, this ancient soulmate, every time you communicated with it, you started a new chapter on your soul's journey, and so did something new happen in the physical plane of existence. Okay, 4 of Wands, that's twin flame. And so on the spiritual journey, something happens. There's progress, as well as the material world plane. There's progress. So literally, if you really want to finally meet the one for you, you've got to address this this karmic connection that's coming to assist you. And this is what it is, like your twin flame person is like, just like that one person. Okay, your divine counterpart. There's only one. There's only one in that category. So there's ancient, karmic, soulmate. There is only one of that type of a connection. It's become, there is oneness about it. Three of Pentacles. You've got to be prepared to work with this person, okay? And your ancient karmic soulmate has a lot of information about all of these things, real, actual information about all of these things, okay? Conversation, it's definitely conversation. It's coming together, honestly, that conversation is coming together. It is coming together, and it's, let's see, 7, look at that Chariot. I said when, it's like 7 days, or really fast. 7th yesterday, no, not the 7th, something about really fast. We have the Knight of Cups, Sagittarius season. So 7th of December could be of significance. Something happened yesterday as well. Yesterday was the 7th, I think. Yeah. Justice, Libra. Something about Cancer. Cancerian energy. Cancerian energy. There is depth in this. There is emotional depth in this. Something about the number 7. So it could be 7th month. 7th month is like July. Yeah, obviously Cancer season. Something happened in the month of July. Somebody attempted to communicate, but it was still coming together. That there was a stop function put on that communication, because possibly it was not your time. Justice, so Libra season is when it was going to be time. The tunnel between Libra season to Sagittarius, to the end of Sagittarius season, that would get us to the 21st of December. Anyways, you know, there's a big shift that always happens, okay, during Sagittarius season. During the 21st of December. 12th to 21st of December is a portal that opens up for massive shifts. Somebody's really thinking about all the lost opportunities, okay? They don't regret, but they're just thinking about it. They're thinking about the opportunities that they lost to approach you, or in a good manner. Look at that, the Devil, karmic soulmate. You can't turn your back towards karma. You have to kind of face it. And then after the 21st, we get into Capricorn season, that sort of cusp. So you kind of have, okay, up until next year, okay. So this energy is going to be, it's all coming together. It's all coming together. After some sort of balance has been restored. King of Cups facing its back. 7 of Cups, somebody's very confused. Ace of Pentacles, somebody wants to offer you something. Let me see if there's one card. 6 of Cups, what did I say? This is but like, you know, in vice versa, it's the other way round. Something about somebody disapproving of this 8 of Wands, disapproving of this communication, but there's movement of this connection. There is like, you know, there could be a father figure, mother figure, who doesn't want this to happen, this communication to happen. So that energy is kind of being balanced out or removed out, like, you know, so that this can come together. And there's going to be swift movement, something about 7 to 8 days, okay? It's going to be swift movement, 7 to 8 days. Where does that take us? 14th. Okay, so that would be, I think, full moon. Again, 13th, 14th. Be full moon. Yeah, full moon energies. Yeah, somebody would want to basically approach you very fast. It's going to come together. There's going to be an opportunity for conversation around, yeah, the full moon this time, or somebody might just send some sort of intense energy towards you, like emotional energy. You might feel it like towards you. Somebody would be sitting there, probably, if your karmic soulmate knows so much about these occult rituals, they might be sitting there like, you know, talking to the moon, sending you a lot of emotional energy. But this time it's emotional. You're going to trust it, okay? I see a lot of cups here, so it's going to be refreshing, rejuvenating. Maybe you will meet for a cup of coffee. Yeah, because I did feel like having coffee. That's because I'm talking way too much. 7 of Pentacles. Oh my god, this is like a twin flame. Your twin flame is like sitting down and working. This is what they want. This is what your twin flame wants. 10 of Pentacles. Sit there, you know, with the dog. I don't want like to interfere in anything. I'm staying out of this. But it's just like what they don't understand is that they've got to talk to this karmic soulmate as well. So whether they talk to you or not is basically irrelevant, because you're in constant communication. Like, you know, this is twin flame union as well. So you and a twin flame, your divine counterpart, like the union energies, it's by Sagittarius season. It's, if it hasn't already happened by Sagittarius season, you're going to basically, you're going to see that, you know, you're in constant communication in the head, and then you are in the heart, like, you know, it's instant, like something, a thought crosses their mind, you see it. A thought crosses your mind, they see it. You move left, they feel like they've moved left, you know. You move right, they feel like you, like the synchronicity. There's this thing in Sagittarius season. Please be ready to be bombarded with synchronicities. In the new moon, I think your karmic soulmate is really wanting to highlight this pattern that you and your twin flame have with each other of not communicating, or like, you know, just focusing only on your work. You're only on your work, like you're trying to escape this connection in 3D by only focusing on your work, like you know, like, you know, saying that, okay, no, I'll build my career and that's about it. Like, you know, somebody might need to, or it might be time for both you and your divine counterpart to actually take the right actions, put in the right investment, put your energy in creating that stable, like, you know, retirement fund type of a thing. But if you see in hindsight, you know, this man was not alone. He has family. This could be like his children, grandchildren, okay? Children coming to him for his blessing. So if there is children, so he has a companion. So the twin flames have come together, and they will. But expect in this full moon energies, a lot of emotional energy coming through from your karmic soulmate, and that is just to push you forward in your soul's journey, like meeting. There's something from a past lifetime, like, you know, that's come to your ancient karmic soulmates. Attention, like energetic attention. There's a lot of energetic stuff here, and it's like pushing them to come and communicate with you in the 3D material world, but they're going to be key in basically setting up your 3D world somehow. In the past, they might have faced a lot of disapproval from a father figure, okay? From a father figure, they might have faced a lot of disapproval, or your twin flame might have felt a lot of disapproval. Both of them might have felt disapproval from a father figure, and that's kind of irrelevant right now. That energy is shifted, like, you know, it's literally become irrelevant since it's shifted. Okay, so very, 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 very interesting for all of us here at Coalfire. Let me tell you, I do connect with all of this. I do. I really do. It's as baffling to me as it is to whoever's listening. But anyway, it's always fun. And I will see you in the next one.